Okay, before we start any problems, I need you to go to the bottom part of your notes, and you're going to, below the number 5 and 6, I want you to write out some things. And we're going to factor, notice here we have cubes instead of perfect squares. So one of the things that I want you to write on the bottom of your page is what a perfect cube is. So you might need your calculator to get these perfect cubes. Perfect cubes are 1 cubed, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, 5 cubed is 125. How many perfect cubes should you put down here? You can find a perfect cube. 10 cubed is 1,000. So these numbers will be perfect cubes that you'll want to recognize. And then there's going to be 2 formulas that I want you to write down. So here we're going to have what's called a sum of 2 perfect cubes, factors. And so one of the things that you're going to have to recognize is that we have perfect cubes. And the second thing you'll have to recognize is, do we have a sum or do we have a difference or a subtraction? And these formulas are very similar. What is A and B? You'll see when I start doing some problems, but I need you to write these formulas down before we start any problems, and they need to be very accurate. Make sure that you have your plus signs in, make sure that you have your minus signs in, make sure that you have your A's and B's, and then when we do these problems, you'll be able to see what the A's and B's represent. But perfect squares we've talked about before. We've never talked about perfect cubes. And again, where did I get these? I did a 1 cubed, 2 cubed, 3 cubed, 4 cubed, 5 cubed. You're looking at what's called perfect cubes. So if I took the cube root of each of these numbers, it would come out as an integer. So again, make sure that these are in the bottom part of your notes, and then we'll use those when we do our problems. So first off, let's see if I recognize in problem number 1 whether I'm dealing with a sum or a difference. So we see a sum, so we're going to be looking at the formula for a cubed plus b cubed. So again, if you did not copy these down, you need to. These are the formulas that we will use when we're factoring what's called perfect cubes. So a couple things that you have to recognize: a perfect cube and then the plus minus. Okay, where did this formula come from? You copied it from the bottom part of your notes. Okay, now the second thing that you want to do is recognize what A and B are. So I have a u cubed here instead of an a cubed. So A is just going to be a u, but B is going to be what times what times what is 125. And that's why I wanted you to write down your perfect cubes, because 5 cubed is where this 125 comes from. So what does that mean? Wherever you see an A, you're going to put a U. Wherever you see a B in your formula, you're going to put a 5. So how does u cubed plus 125 factor? Wherever you see an A, you're going to put a U. Wherever you see a B, you're going to put a 5. Let me say that again. Wherever you see an A, you're going to put a U. Wherever you see an A, you're going to put a U. Wherever you see a B, you're going to put a 5. Wherever you see a B, you're going to put a 5. And then your final answer is going to be cleaning that up. So cleaning up means, how do I factor this? U plus 5 is u plus 5. U squared I can't do much with. Usually in algebra we don't put u5, so we would put 5u. And let's clean up this 5 squared. We would get 25. And again, if we wanted to check this on a test, if I would multiply these two things out, it doesn't seem like it, but I would get the problem that I started with a u cubed plus 25. This is called factoring of perfect cubes, and we either have a plus or a minus. So let's try problem number 2. So in problem number 2, the first thing that we want to recognize again is that we have a plus. Okay? So you want to recognize that we have a cubed plus b cubed. But again, what's a and what's b? So look at your list. Down on your perfect cubes, you should see that 8 is a perfect cube, and that perfect cubed is 2. We have an x cubed, so a is going to be a 2x. So wherever I see an a in our formula, we're going to put a 2x. And what times what times what is 27? Again, on your list of perfect cubes, you should answer that that is 3. So we have recognizing a perfect cubes, and then we have follow the formula. So in the formula, wherever we see an a, this time we're going to stick 2x, and wherever we see a b, we're going to put in a 3. So let's see if we can do that. So again, I wrote this formula down, so all I had to do is substitute. When I substitute, wherever I see an a, I'm going to put a 2x. Wherever I see a b, I'm going to put a 3. Wherever I see an a, I'm going to put a 2x. Whoops, that's a minus. Wherever I see an a, I'm going to put a 2x. Wherever I see a b, I'm going to put a 3. And I'm going to put a 3 squared in here. Now again, let's clean that up. Cleaning up means let's multiply through. 2x times 2x, be careful, is a 4x squared. 2 times 3, we don't usually write it like this. We should write that as a 6x. And 3 times 3 is 9. Now again, when you look at problem number 3, it should look similar in some case because we have a cubed again, but this time we have a difference. So we're going to look at our difference formula, a cubed minus b cubed. First step is let's write this formula down, and again, if you did not copy these formulas down from the first part of the notes, it's very important that you copy that down. And then the second thing is we have to recognize what a and b are. So when we have a u cubed, a is just u, 64. Now in your list of cubes, do you have 64 as 4 cubed? So here the formula is about the same. We have some a's and b's. We have some pluses and minuses, and now we'll just substitute in. So here, a is equal to u, b is equal to 4, and we just go through and we actually substitute in what each of these are. Step 2 is to clean this up. What I mean by that is actually square this out if it needs to be squared, put the coefficient in front, and check for final answers. Four might look a little different because the number is first, but again, what that means is that again we have an a cubed and a b cubed, but this time a is a number, and what times what is 27? That would be 3 cubed. Okay. What times what is 8? That's 2. Oh, and what times what is x cubed? B is going to be a x. I'm sorry, b is going to be 2x. So in our formula, I have an a minus b. I have a squared plus an ab plus b squared is our formula. And we don't have a's and b's here, so we have to switch those around. So again, recognize that a is equal to a 3, b is equal to 2x. So in my formula, those are the numbers that I'll put in. So I'll put in a plus b, I'm sorry, a minus b times a squared plus a times b. And then this time, since b is 2x, we're going to put 2x squared. Cleaning that up. final answer. We'll have our 3 minus 2x. This times 3 times 3 is 9. We'll have this 6x again in the middle term, but be careful, 2x times 2x is a 4x squared. And this is how we factor cubics. So try 5 and 6 on your own. I'll put final answers in so you can see if you're correct. And then please raise your hand and ask questions if you're not understanding.